Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be installing charge pipes on my F80 M3. Now, I do have to let you guys know this video is sponsored by Arms Motorsports. So if you guys are looking to get charge pipes, I will have a link down below for you guys to get your charge pipes. Now, today we're in a different environment. We're at Eddie's shop. We're at New Vision. So it may be a little bit noisy, so bear with me on that. But I do have the gang with me. We're gonna be installing these charge pipes together to show you guys how easy it is to install these charge pipes. So with no further ado, let's get into that. So we got Boy Wonder with us today, Tevin. So he's gonna be helping us with this install.
Okay, the first thing you gotta do is take off the valve cover. All you gotta do is lift up. They're held down by some tabs underneath. The first thing you gotta take off is this.
Now, what he's not showing you is that these things right here, they turn counterclockwise in order to remove this. So these bolts, I think they're 8 mils, he turned them counterclockwise in order for it to be released.
Then you gotta unbolt this, and this to take off your strut. There's 2 bolts on this. You need a 13mm drive. Take it off easy.
They want a 90.
Alright, so I know you guys are probably asking yourself, how the heck did we get to this step? The reason why we got to this step is because in the process of filming, we were trying to figure out what tools we need and forgot to film these steps. But literally all we did was took the intake out, which is very simple. All you gotta do is use a flathead and literally pull the intake up. There's nothing holding it in, there's no screws, nuts, or bolts. Just pull it up and then here we are.
Let me get into that.
So once you cleared out this entire side right here, all this side consists of is your intake box, which is right behind of you right there. Once you cleared out that side, it will expose your inlet pipes, which is bolted down by 1 screw here. On the other side over there. And then up top, you just dislocate these clamps, which will be one side here, one side here. All done by a flathead screwdriver, and that is a number, I would say 8mm.
Now, before we continue, I do have to let you guys know the reason for changing your charge pipes. Now, with the stock charge pipes that come inside the car, they're not really circular all the way through. So it starts circular and then it becomes flat. Where it connects to the turbo. So with that, it's restricting the airflow that comes from the turbo to the intercooler. So with the new charge pipes that we got from Arms Motorsports, these are circular all the way through, and then more air is able to get to the turbo from the intercooler. So this is the stock intake. The part that's connected to the turbo, there's a rubber sealant on the inside of it. It's basically a gasket that connects this to the turbo and can do an actual full seal. I wouldn't recommend using a flathead. I recommend using something more curvy and pointy to get in there. But
plastic would work best with rubber. You don't want to break the seal.
Exactly. So I literally take the flathead, put it in the groove, and just pick it out just like that. And just like that, it's removed. So you're gonna take the new piping, which is this one, and you're gonna insert it over the pipe just like what Tevin showed you guys before.
The kit also comes with new hoses and clamps, yes? So I'm going to remove these hoses from off the intercooler. All you need is a flathead screwdriver, back off the bolt for the clamps, and just tug on the rubber, and you're all set. You can take it right off.
Yeah, this may not be gonna rock with it.
So where we at right now, we installed the new charge pipes already by arm. So if you take a look at it, the charge pipe go from the intercooler right here, and it goes down here. We already showed you the bolts that you have to install. Once you get the arm charge pipes, these are the bolts. These are the old bolts that were originally on it, the OEM bolts. These are not gonna fit with your charge pipes from arms. Reason being, this little nudge right here does not fit inside the hole, so you'd have to use the hardware supplied to you by arm. So right there, we got a new bolt installed from the front and the back. Well, the back and the front, I should say. Just wanted to show you guys this before we put the intake box on. Basically, the job is done. We're literally putting everything back together now. For the bolt right here, you need an Allen key. We didn't have one, so we used a T30 and it worked perfectly fine. For the back, you're gonna need an extension and a swivel to get to it. And a lot of videos that I watched, they said that you don't need to take off the intake from the turbo, but I would definitely recommend it because it makes the job a whole lot easier for you to see the bolt in the back.
Way blood clot easy.
So it makes the job easier, and also it's literally 2 steps. There's a bolt right here that you need to take out. Once you take that bolt out, it literally just lifts up out the turbo. So I would recommend you guys taking that extra step because it's not that much work to do it, and it makes your job a whole lot easier. So now we're gonna put the intake back on, put the cover back on, and put the front strut bar on, and that's it.
And I just want to add, you see this intake inlet? It's a very good design. I got to hand it to you. Buck for buck, this trashy thing, trash. Get yourself one of these.
All right, boom. So we got everything back on. Now here's a little dilemma that we ran into. Your original engine cover, it can fit on there. 100% it can fit, because as you guys can see, we got it on there. The problem that you're gonna hold with these, you either gotta put them straight to the back there, or you can put them like how we have it right there. But also, the pipe is a little bit thicker right here. So with it being a little bit thicker, this is gonna bulge out a little bit, so you're gonna have to put some force right here for this clip to go in. But apart from that, it fits on perfectly. So now we're just setting the clamps up properly to where we can still take this off without having to undo that. And that's literally the entire install. It's that simple. All right, so the job is done, it's completed. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now I ain't do much, so I ain't gonna take the credit for this job. That guy right there, Tevin, he did most of the work.
That's all kill my dad.
So now we're gonna drive the car to make sure that we installed everything properly. Also, arms, they have like an installation guide inside the box. It's like a little card. I think that's ingenious. All you gotta do is scan the code and it will show you how to install the charge pipes, which it don't take that long. So for real, if you got an S55 engine and you get some charge pipes from arms, it should be no problem for you installing this yourself instead of you taking it to a dealership, or in fact, you taking it to a mechanic. You can do it yourself, even if you're not mechanically inclined. So we're gonna test the car.
We're gonna test the car now.
All right, Goatz, so I need a favor. I need you guys to go over to Orange Motorsports Instagram, and I want you guys to comment under their latest video, Goat Season, just to let them know the Goats is here. The Goats has entered the chat, because without them, this video wouldn't have been possible. So I do appreciate Orange Motorsports giving me this opportunity to install these charge pipes, and I promise you guys there's much more to come because their quality is actually pretty good. So I see that. And now I know there's more parts that I need for my car that I'm definitely going to get from them. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, go downstairs, hit that like button. Don't forget to comment and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at DiversDJ. I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. Y'all be safe. You hear me? Peace.